Istanbul. Istanbul is not only that beautiful city with all the bridges, mosques, historic places, and the delicious food, but also a city that will surprise you again and again. Istanbul, the capital of the world. Some people compare it to heaven. When you first came here, even in a vacation, you feel like you're healing or taking your dream holiday. When I first came here, I got lost, but that was one of the best adventures. So I preferred not to ask anyone for help with my few Turkish words, and I chose to discover it. First day in Istanbul with none of my friends around. It's all my choice, but it wasn't no difference. I just kept walking on a long street surrounded by a lot of wooden dresses shops. Okay, I said. That's why people always came here to celebrate their weddings or their honeymoons. I kept walking until I found a big old wall, and then I followed it. And from nowhere, I saw a beautiful magical mosque there. There was a lot of people all around it, but no one felt the same. Because it was different when you came across something you didn't plan to see. So I stayed there, looking at the mosque like someone who fell in love from the first sight until midnight. And that was the moment when I realized that I didn't book any hotel room. And I looked at the mosque and said, "Now I'm homeless, sweetheart." That was the cost of looking at you. And I took my backpack and started walking all over the nightlights, feeling as if I was in a Sinatra song. Until I saw a hotel in the corner. Well, I went there. And guess what? I booked the last room in the hotel. It looks like someone's lucky day, isn't it? When you ask people about the night in Istanbul, they will always tell you about bars and clubs all over the way in Taksim. Or maybe the boats who plays music all night long. But for me, the night in Istanbul is sitting in the garden, writing on my laptop with an empty mind. Until I heard the adhan coming from all around me, and I closed my eyes, and with a big smile on my face, the silence moment starts. الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. It's not easy to leave Istanbul, nor to forget about it. Istanbul, it's like that big delicious hamburger that you had after a long diet, or the taste of the morning coffee with the dark chocolate inside. When I left Istanbul for the first time at night on a bus to Eskişehir, I fell asleep for an hour and a half without saying goodbye, or I will come back hoping that it will be easy. In that moment, I felt as if I was Rachel from Friends when she couldn't say goodbye to Ross before leaving for Paris. And I started dreaming about Istanbul, its beaches, cats. And that time I went with my friend Esma from Taksim to Fatih to Üsküdar, all the way to Çamlıca, discovering the heart of Istanbul. But when I woke up, I found myself in Istanbul in front of a wonderful view. A big bridge with white dots as shiny as stars and bright city lights behind it. I ended up falling in love with the city.